Hey, what's up, guys?
Good morning. How are you guys doing?
How's everybody doing today?
Thanks so much for tuning in. We're Beer About It. As you guys know, for those of you who have kicked in and watched us before or who haven't, we do everything beer. So we taste beer, we review beer, we educate people on beer. I'm Derek. This is Chris.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
We're live from Stormbreaker. Stormbreaker Brewing in Portland.
Yeah, we've been talking about and kind of plugging this little event here. We thought it was super cool, so we reached out to them. And so, yeah, here we are. They let us kind of shoot here. Things are kind of start cracking off here about 12 o'clock, from what I understand.
Yeah, 12 o'clock.
So, yeah, Brewstillery. It's the third one they're doing right now. If you guys are around, definitely swing down here. We're on Mississippi Boulevard. If you've never been here before, in Portland, Oregon, super killer area. So
definitely. So we're gonna give, like we do normally, we're gonna give a few minutes, kind of as people kind of come in and log into the feeds on Instagram and Facebook. Definitely give us some likes and love as you guys come on, so we can see us, say hi. And we're going to talk just a little bit about, I think, Stormbreaker, talk a little bit about Brewstillery and the event, so you guys kind of know what's going on, and then we'll get into the swing of things with tasting some beer.
Totally, we got like 6 beers here, a whole bunch of stuff, some stuff that just came on today. We tasted a bit earlier, which is super good. So, yeah, we're just going to give everybody a minute to go to kind of come in, settle in, and get going here. Jennifer, I see you've tuned in here. Chrissy, I saw you come in. Bo, hey, how's it going? Those hearts and thumbs up there, we see all that stuff, so when you like something, definitely throw that up there. It helps us get out there a bit more. So hey Mom, how's it going? Ready to learn, we're ready to teach.
So as Chris said, we're at Stormbreaker Brewing on Mississippi Avenue in Portland. Super killer venue. They got a great outdoor area. If you guys have never been here, even in the wintertime, they got an awesome fireplace to hang out at.
Totally.
Got to come down and check it out. And again, like he mentioned, Mississippi Avenue is like a day in itself. Park on the street, walk up and down, check it out. Ecliptic Brewing is down the street. I mean, there's just a bunch of stuff going on.
Yeah, we had, I don't know if you saw the post earlier today. We hooked up gravy earlier, had a little
definitely
had a little breakfast. It was delicious. Jordan, hey, what's going on? Dakota, she's one of the new Mug Club members. I remember if you were tuned in last week, I kind of dropped the ball on the whole drawing our Mug Club members, and but we took care of that on Sunday. Dakota, hey, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in.
Cool.
So yeah, well, what can you tell us about Stormbreaker?
So Stormbreaker Brewstillery. Let's talk a little bit about the event. This is the flyer here that we got. So basically, what this is the third annual event that they've done here, where they collaborate with distilleries all over. There's 19 breweries here and 19 distilleries here. So when we were talking with the guys to kind of get an idea of what was going on, you know, are they pairing, you know, spirits with beer? Are they making drinks where the beer is blended with the spirit? Are they barrel aging stuff? And the answer was all of the above.
Yeah.
So if they can collaborate and do something in regards to really pairing and showing what the brewery's doing, what the distillery's doing, that's what it's all about today.
Right.
So if you haven't gotten your tickets, just FYI, I wanted to let you know, go to Stormbreaker Brewing. We did a post, I think 2 posts ago on our Facebook page. It has the link. You guys can go get tickets. If you buy tickets ahead of time, it's a little bit less expensive. I believe it's $20 for the regular general admission and $40 for VIP, which gets you these killer glasses. This is the general admission beer glass. You guys can see this. And the little snifter here for
super cool.
Yeah, super cool. So anyway, hop on there and get it. At the door, it's $25 and $45. Obviously, you get increased drink tickets when you if you get the VIP. So yeah, anyway.
Bunch of the lineup is stellar. I mean, obviously Stormbreaker's here. They've got a couple things here. Great Notions here. We reviewed them last week. You guys saw how awesome their stuff was. Let's see, Ecliptic is here. Cascade. We just actually picked up a couple Cascade sour kegs, which we've been trying to since we opened our place at Growler Cafe.
Yeah.
If you guys are on your way to Bend or you know Lebanon at all, definitely swing by our shop. We hand select all of our brews there. So quick plug on our other location, what else we do here. But super awesome lineup here. Like Fathead is in here, Commons is here. If you guys haven't been to some of these breweries here, they really took some time and getting some of these stellar places in Portland, in the Portland area. So Gigantic is here. I mean, Barley Brown is here. These are some of these places that are really selling well at our place. So,
and just FYI, stick around. We're going to take you guys for a little bit of a tour at the end here. We'll kind of pick you up and kind of walk around to show you what's going on here. I know we're talking a lot about the event, and you can't really see a lot of what's going on around us. But they got 2 big tents out here. They got live music. 3 bands, I think, today that are going to be jamming. So we'll take you for a little tour. So
yeah, it might be you know, like I said, they're still sort of setting up. We get a little behind the scenes sort of action here and see what's going on here before things start cracking. And then, you know, we're going to be in the Portland area making some connections with some of these other breweries around here. So maybe, you know, we stop back by and we do another maybe short live feed about, you know, what's going on and show you how things are cracking here. So Heather, we see you just tuned in here. Like I said, guys, first of all, just a quick thanks. Last week for our second episode, for us to hit 5,000 views is is remarkable and fantastic. And I got to say, just thanks for everybody. There was, I don't know how many shares, the 28, 29, 30 shares. I don't even know. I'd have to look and change it every day. But
yeah, so grateful.
So yeah, thanks so much for helping us spread the word, guys. Like, if you don't know, if it's your first time tuning in here, you know, we're just Beer About It. My brother and I own a beer shop, and we're just here to educate, do pretty much anything beer, educate, drink some beer, sort of promote the industry. We're in Portland and Oregon, where kind of beer is everywhere.
The heart of the beer world, for sure, definitely.
Totally.
So yeah, again, thank you so much. Like us, share this video with your friends, for sure. And if you're tuning in now, and you just got on, again, Beer About It.
Well, another quick thing about live feeds, I recently, I think late last year, I started tuning into these live feeds, so it's kind of all new to me. And what I did notice is you can hit that thumbs up button more than one time. So when you hear something that we're liking, and I really like that, or I really like now I know what an IBU is, or something like that, those hearts and those thumbs up, those show up and kind of increase our feed a little bit too. So feel free to keep hitting that button as you like it. So Jennifer, I saw you in here. Thanks so much for joining us today, guys.
There's some love.
Yeah, we like that. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. So how do you want to start here? Stormbreaker, awesome place. Like I said, another really quick plug. Actually, we've got a fire going out here. My girlfriend and I stopped off here a couple weeks when it was super snowy. It was crazy here. We stopped off, snow everywhere. The fire was outside. We had a beer by the fire. It was an awesome little trip. So if you haven't been here, Stormbreaker, definitely swing by if you can't make it today.
For sure. I think we should drink some beers. I mean, I don't know where we're at. We can talk a little bit about Stormbreaker a little bit.
Yeah,
maybe. Dan and
Rob.
Yeah.
So Dan and Rob are here. I know we talked to Chris a little bit about what's going on. I guess we did a little bit of research on what these guys are all about and how they got here. And, it looks like Rob is kind of, they call him Angry Rob. Not really sure how. He seemed pretty mellow to me. He's over here smiling behind me here. But he seems, obviously busy today with all of what's going on here. But he sort of did everything. It sounds like he's done it all. From
Rob, what's up?
Hey, there he is. From keg washing to bartending. He's worked front of house, managed some places here, and it just seemed like the right thing to do. And to open a brewery here. And then the other guys is Dan. They call him Danny Boy. Danimal. I'm not really sure where that comes from either. That That's him behind me too here. So I guess he started brewing or helping. Hey, there he is. Man. So I guess he started brewing with his pops. When he was younger, his dad brewed some beers and sort of got into it and caught on. And now he's brewing some killer stuff here. We're pretty excited to taste.
For sure.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think we're good. I'm ready to drink some beer. It's past 10:30. So.
Yeah, like I said earlier, guys, if you have any questions or anything like that, we'll try to see, the feeds here as we're going through here. If I'm talking, he'll start looking, and we'll try to answer any questions if you have anything.
Yeah, this blank stare means we're reading.
Right.
We're reading so we do this a lot. That means we're trying to read.
Yeah. Right. I love that face. Anyway, okay, so I think I'm going to start things off here. They're Mississippi Red. We were here. We kind of stopped off last night, sort of took a gaze at the place and see where we were going to shoot from, and had a beer. Mississippi Red, delicious beer. It's an award-winning beer. Let's see. Before we get ahead of ourselves here, 5.8%. It's a 29 IBU red, and it rates a 3.67 on Untapped. Reds are kind of interesting. We serve a lot of reds. People like reds a lot.
Reds are, as we've been in business at the cafe, reds seem to be a really good gateway beer. I mean, reds lend itself generally to have a sweeter profile, not overly hoppy, not overly dark, not too. So it's got enough body to to give it a little bit more structure.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what you see in a red.
This is delicious. This is delicious.
I haven't tried it yet. So I get smokiness a little bit.
Yeah, it definitely has some of that smoky flavors here. Not real hoppy. I mean, you know, I would put it in like a pale ale category, right, for hoppiness.
Yeah. Definitely clean on the finish.
Yep.
Yeah, not overly
medium mouthfeel. So another thing, like reds, it seems like, you know, people say, oh, I like reds. I like reds. Well, reds just seems one of those categories like ambers. Ambers are sort of sweet, right? But then I've had reds that are super hoppy. So just a big category. I love this. This is delicious.
Yeah, reds lend themselves to a little more sessionable too. You can put a couple down and be okay. You know what I mean? What is it? Right at 5%? What is this at?
Yeah, 5.8.
So definitely.
This is Citra dry hop, so you get some of that in the nose there, and it's got a little bit more of a, you know, I don't know, like a bittery sort of finish to it, right?
Definitely malty too, though. I mean, you know, definitely malty. It's got that malt feel for sure.
Breakfast beer? Well, you know, why not, Skip? Why not? Right?
Isn't any beer breakfast beer?
This is actually the second beer I've tasted today. I actually had, so you know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Totally.
It's not a bad job to be in, you know. All right, what's next?
Let's skip around. Let's go to something interesting. It's called Passion of the Homer. Talk a little bit about this. There's quite a bit about this beer. So, Passion of the Homer is a CDA, which is a Cascadian dark ale, similar to like a black IPA. For those of you who understand what a black IPA is, it'd be a darker malt, basically, with a hop profile. This is a collaboration with Alameda Brewing.
Yeah.
Smell good?
Yeah, it smells amazing. Totally.
And the reason why it's called Passion of the Homer is they did a collab with Blue Star Donuts. You guys can see this.
The glare. Bottom.
So when we were talking with the guys here about this beer, they said we can't try the beer without the donut. The donut being a passion fruit cocoa nib donut from Blue Star.
It just happens to be across the street, which is kind of nice.
There you go.
So that worked out.
There's a donut. You gotta love this job, right? Donuts and beer? Great.
Beer. Why not, right? We're in Portland. This is what we do in Portland. We mix it up, right?
So a little bit more about the beer. Passion fruit and cocoa nib donut. It's got passion fruit puree, 10 pounds per barrel. We talked a little bit about a barrel last. Have you eaten it already?
Hey, calm it down. It's gonna be fine.
I'm trying to fold this box.
Why? It doesn't really matter.
Because I need to set it up all nicely like this.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. So we got a CDA. This guy comes in at 7.5%, rated 3.44 on Untapped. Again, called Passion of the Homer, a passion fruit CDA.
CDA. Passion fruit CDA.
Yes.
All right, here
I'm gonna
goes.
take a bite. Yeah.
Yeah. Cheers.
Oh my goodness. Super passion fruity. You see that sour face?
It's pretty tart.
It's sour. That's interesting. Another beer. Well, good question. CDA. Cascadian Dark Ale.
Wow, it changes a lot.
See the color on it.
Spitting on myself here.
So it's kind of like, oh my gosh, I need to try it. Hold on, let me try it one more time.
You got something on the corner of your mouth.
Little something. All right. Let me try it again. Hold on. So again, smoky in the nose, not like the coffee that you would get from a stout.
So interesting. I don't even know what to say about this beer. It is all over the place. So a little bit of bitter, right? Because of the CDA.
Sour too from the passion fruit.
Yeah.
Like initially, I say acidic on the tongue. Like when you first take a drink, it's like passion fruit, fruity, and then as it finishes more like a CDA.
It's
I'm gonna take another bite.
A sour, hoppy, coffee flavor. That's what I would say. Do you think is that? You know, when I looked at it, it reminded me of plums. Like it was going to have plum flavor, and obviously doesn't.
It's not every day that I try something that like completely throws me off.
Yeah.
This.
Well done. We're thinking here, people.
This beer is interesting. Good, not bad. The donut's crazy.
The donut is
Blue Star,
really,
by the way,
really
kills it. You guys ever been to Blue Star? These guys got like dozens of flavors all over the board. Voodoo isn't the only one in the house, although we love Voodoo too. But Blue Star
I was lost in my journey there. Did you talk about CDAs? You did talk about CDAs.
Yeah,
what did you
a couple
say?
times.
I'm sorry. I'm not a good listener.
It's okay. We had a couple people ask about it, so
Right,
I
cool.
was just mentioning it.
I saw some of you guys are joining. Israel, I see you in here. You shared our stuff. You guys all shared our. Jessica, you came through here. Mom, I appreciate you telling me what to do on live feed. Love you. I love you all. Brian, welcome to the show. Israel, what's up, dude?
Bo Quick, dude,
Hey.
what's up, man?
Miss you, man. Miss you. All right. My turn, right? On to the next?
Yeah, let's go, definitely.
All right. Let's see. The triple double. It's like, Blazers, everything, right?
Yeah.
The whole label is blazered out, triple double.
Yeah, people at work wearing shirts that look like jerseys.
Totally. It rates an 8.5%. So triple double is an IPA, a double IPA. 8.5%. It's 90 IBUs. It's gonna be pretty hoppy. Excuse me.
Just let it out next time.
No, I'm gonna
let it out.
I'm gonna do it. We'll have a contest. Maybe we can start that. 3.94 on Untapped. It's an Imperial IPA. That's right up my alley. My brother loves these too.
Hold on. Jeannie, we gotta say hello. She said she actually caught it live. She's here.
Jeannie, I'm so glad
Jeannie,
you see
what's
us
up?
this
Sorry.
time.
Okay, continue. I'm sorry.
Miss you. Yeah, I saw that you commented on the last one. Missed it again. Well, I'm glad you. She set an alarm today, so this is what you people need to do, right? Tell your friends. Tell them to set
If
an
you're just
alarm.
tuning in, guys, beer about it. We're educating you guys on beer. We're live. We're live from Stormbreaker Brewing. Sorry, I just want to try to kind of keep people informed as what's up for people who are just tuning in.
Right.
We're at Brewstillery 2017, third annual here in Portland. So there you go.
Right. 19 distilleries and breweries that are here collaborating together in all sorts and ways and forms. Mississippi Boulevard. Is it Boulevard or Avenue? What the hell?
Mississippi Avenue, I think.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Mississippi area. It's a great little area if you haven't been here. Real quick, let's talk a little bit about Beer About It and Growler Cafe. You guys are all tuning into Growler Cafe right now. I think we're going to shift our momentum, right? Obviously, our audience is here. But we're going to shift our momentum to Beer About It Facebook page. We really need to start a momentum on that page. And so I think we might do that next week.
Yeah.
So there's going to be links between the two so we can cross-pollinate and cross-market here. But if you haven't been to Beer About It on our Facebook page, Instagram, Snapchat, is there any Twitter, right? All of those,
We're on
right?
all the social media feeds.
Beer About It. We've got all of that going on. So go in there, like all those things. That way you don't miss out on all the next feeds, right?
Totally.
Episode 4.
Definitely.
Also, sorry. I know we posted a couple bottles about, right?
Oh, right. Yeah. So we posted a couple bottles for our tasting for this week. I didn't get out too far ahead. I think I posted a couple. Obviously, we're not doing those beers right now. We're doing a couple others. We will get back to that. We felt this was appropriate. I mean, we plugged Brewstillery event for the last 2 episodes, so we reached out to Dan and we're like, hey, let's do a live feed from your guys' brewery. Plug the event. He was totally down, so here we are. Anyway.
So, triple double, right? That's where we're at?
Yep, triple double. IPA.
Triple double. There's a whole bunch of hops in here. 10 different kinds of hops. I don't think that nothing else needs. This is another medal winner. They've won some medals with this beer as well. So, I think it's one we drank last week or last night.
Yeah, we closed the place down last night.
I already
by
know
the
this
way.
one's
Just
delicious.
FYI. Yeah, keep those likes coming, guys. Keep the love, keep the hearts, keep the thumbs ups going. Definitely share this video if you haven't already.
See, I love this beer. Fruity in the nose. Fruity in the nose. I say fruity. Okay, so maybe we talk about that, right? Fruity, and we say, we get citrus. So you get I don't know. When I get citrus, I get like if you were to take a pine, like an orange peel and smell it, it's sort of that taste, right? Or floral. If I say a floral IPA, that's going to be for me like rose petals. If you stick your nose right in the middle of a rose, that's sort of the my palate and what I get from those.
So different hop varietals. If you look at a hop sheet and it shows you the different hops that are grown all over the world, those hop varietals lend themselves to certain nose profile, like smells when you smell the beer, as well as tastes. So you'll see, hops like a citra hop will give you orange peel, and another hop, a cascade hop, will give you grapefruit. So when we talk about fruit flavors, those are the fruit flavors that are lending itself when we're talking about being
Different
fruity.
hop varietals, right?
This is amazing, by the way.
It's great. So it doesn't linger on your palate for too long. It is hoppy, but I think because it has, we talked a little bit about this in the past episodes, There we go.
There's one.
It was kind of weak sauce a little bit. I don't see any thumbs up or any likes on that, but you should have done that already. But anyhow, doesn't really linger a whole lot. You know, it's not super hoppy, and it's 8.5, so it kind of helps sort of balance that out a bit.
Yeah, a little sweeter.
Yeah, it's sweet. Yeah,
a little sweeter. Again, we talked about ABVs last time. ABV being alcohol by volume. The higher the alcohol by volume, you tend to have a sweeter beer. More residual sugars in the beer. When they do a high ABV beer, just FYI, when they're brewing, it's more grains that are going into the mash tun that allow for more sugars. That's where the sugars come from. So just to kind of educate you guys a little bit about that.
Actually, it was a really big surprise for me. We went to Calapooya Brewing. I saw a couple of people in here. Nancy Randall, hey, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. We were brewing a beer with Calapooya, and he let us taste the water after it just steep, right? So that's the first process right there. They just throw all this, they create a grain bill, right? It tastes like sweet grape nuts, which is a cereal that I had when I was little.
Yeah.
Obviously with a lot of sugar on it. But that's kind of the flavor that it starts with. It was really kind of an eye-opening thing for me the first time I did that. But anyway, that's with the sugar. It's crazy how much sugar comes out of just this grain sitting in water.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Alvin, thanks for joining, man. Cheers. All right, we're going to go to the next one.
Yeah, you're next, right?
Yeah. So we got a pretty killer one. These guys are excited about this. It's called Barrel Full of Chocolate. This beer, let's pull it up here. This is the beer here, nice and dark. Actually, I don't know if you guys can see it through the bottom. You can actually, got a little bit of opacity. You can kind of see through the bottom of it, so it's not overly dark. This beer here,
oh my gosh.
What do we got? 12-month bourbon barrel age, and it's an Imperial Brown. So usually with barrel-aged beers, you're usually seeing stouts, you're seeing porters, some of those richer beers. So it's nice to see a brown, just a little bit lighter, being barrel-aged for a long time. You don't see these very often. So
I love browns.
I'm
browns
excited.
are super, super popular in our place too. Everybody's looking for a brown. Sort of like, yeah, they're just mellow, right? They're not super abusive. Cheers.
Cheers.
Did you say ABVs and all that on there? Or?
So, let's talk about ABV. So, 9%. This is a doozy. 36 IBU, so really low hop profile. And this rates 4.25 on Untapped. So, just to give you guys a rating scale, it goes to 5. So, a 4.25 is very high on Untapped. So, I'm excited about this beer.
It smells amazing. You get a lot of vanilla and whiskey in the front.
Oh yeah, for you bourbon barrel aged, for bourbon lovers, whiskey drinkers, this is right up your alley.
Oh wow. Oh man, that's super good. Smooth.
Oh my gosh, it finishes super clean.
Super clean. Yeah, so it doesn't linger on your palate.
The low IBU on this is so interesting. Like it just is clean finish. Sweet.
Yes, Heather, you would love this beer.
yeah, this is a Heather beer for sure all day long.
Yeah, really good. I know Chrissy would like this beer too.
So it's got a creamy ring around the top. It's not too overly carbonated, which is nice. It lets those bourbon flavors kind of come through.
That's the thing about browns for me, that I just always get like hazelnuts or some sort of, that's just sort of creamy. Ricky, that's for you. I know you like when I
creamy nuts.
Talk about the creamy nuts. I don't know if this is getting too appropriate.
Killer beer. This brown, this Imperial Brown, if anybody's listening, this is amazing.
Yeah, it is delicious. That's for sure.
Yeah.
My turn again, right?
Yeah, we're back. We're out.
So another thing. Just the people that just tuned in. I see a couple people just got in here. Brewstillery, 19 breweries and distilleries have collaborated together in all sorts of different ways. They're out here today. Starts at noon. There's VIP and regular tickets. I got some cool glasses and a whole bunch of awesome stellar lineup here. So if you guys are in the Portland area or if you don't have anything to do today, the Mississippi Avenue area is awesome to check out, first of all. So come here, hang out, have a couple beers, go grab a bite to eat. There's plenty of things to do here. So quick plug on them. And this actually gives me a little segue into the next one. This is an Imperial, it's called Imperial Mississippi Ride. So actually they start with their red. they make a larger grain bill, so they throw more grain in there, which adds more residual sugars, right, which increases the alcohol volume.
Exactly.
So this is another award winner. This is actually one of the beers that they're going to be pairing with, what is it,
Eastside Distilling out of Portland.
Eastside Distilling.
Their bourbon.
Right. They're pairing this with their bourbon.
As a matter of fact, let me get specific on it for you real quick. Strong vanilla oak from the bourbon highlights the grapefruit and tropical notes, which we'll find out on that here in a second when we try it. Oregon oak really accentuates the tropical hops. We suggest sampling the liquor first. So if you come down today and try this, definitely get the bourbon with this beer we're about to try, right?
Cool.
So Mississippi
Right.
Imperial.
Cheers. Let's see, 8%, 76 IBUs, and it rates a 3.84 on Untapped.
Oh, it smells delightful.
So this is the same as the red, but just a little more. And it looks like this is dry hops, so there's 3 pounds of hops in every barrel. So they dry hop it, so they strain it basically, right?
Wow.
So it should have a bigger
Dude,
nose in it.
This hits you in the face with hops.
Really?
Oh my gosh. So dry. So
wow.
that hop flavor, you can get a lot of things. You know, you can get that fruit, you can get that nose. This is very tanniny on the palate. So if you drink wine and you drink red wine and it leaves that like dry finish on the back of your tongue, you get this with this beer, and it's lingering. Still hanging on.
Yeah, definitely.
Still hanging on.
I like that. You know,
Me too.
That kind of brings me to something I really wanted to talk about, is drinking beer. So we do a lot of tasting in our shop, Growler Cafe in Lebanon, Oregon. Another little plug there. We appreciate, just educating people's palates, and so we're pretty easy with the sampling. We want everybody to find the right beer. Last thing we want is for someone to choke down a beverage. And, I see a lot of times where people just slamming beers. And I just want to say, everybody tastes beer differently. There's lots of different beginning, middle, and ends. You notice that Derek and I are smelling the beer. A lot of taste comes from your nose and your sinuses. And so if you're not doing that, you're missing out on a lot of the beer, And so I would encourage you guys to start doing that. Oh, the heater's just turned on. That's nice. that is nice.
It's all warm.
Anyway, and so and a lot of times your palate is sort of shocked. Especially if you're not used to like a hoppy or a sour, or some of these beers are a little bit abrasive, I would say. And if you shoot it all at one time and you don't have anything left to taste the second sip or the third sip, then you leave yourself with just that shock. Your palate's like, ooh, that was really bitter. But a lot of times if you just mellow that out, taste it again, you get the beginning, the middle, and the end.
Yeah.
You can appreciate the burp, right? I don't know. Sometimes, like, that's the finish.
Some burp is the best part sometimes.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, so, if you're not trying it that way, I aerate mine a little bit, which is a little bit weird, just because I taste a lot of beer, like wines, But I would encourage you guys to maybe taste it a little bit differently. You might pull a few more things out of the beers you're tasting.
Yeah, before we move on, I want to say, just to add to that, we find ourselves saying that a lot in sour tastings when we give people a sour beer, because for most of them who haven't tried it, that initial shock is over the top for them. They try this sour beer, it's completely sour to their palate, yet if you're a third of the way through the glass and your taste buds are acclimated to that sour flavor, it's no longer a shock, and now you're tasting the fruit in the beer and you're tasting everything else in the beer.
The oakiness,
so like
the wines.
Yeah, right. So like anything else, just give it a shot, give it a chance, and you'll be surprised at what you can get out of a beer for sure.
So Mom's on here, Dolores. Hey, thanks for
Love
the
you, Mom.
question. What does she say? Name the places you're at. Oh, so we're at Stormbreaker Brewing here in Portland, Oregon. They're doing Brewstillery once again. This is their third annual time. They've got 19 distilleries and breweries. And she asks, is it proper to mix beers together? I think that there's some mixed reviews. I don't know about that. There might be some people that say no, but we do it in our shop, and we have a chocolate porter on, milk chocolate porter that's extremely chocolate forward, which is a really good mixer with lots of things. Browns, like I said, are kind of nutty, so you get that sort of Snickers bar flavor. We have a blackberry cider that we mix with our chocolate. We call a blackberry truffle. That's what it tastes like. A blackberry, covered. I don't know. It's delicious.
Yeah, I mean, you've heard of black and tan. And
Sure.
black and tan is a blend of a light beer generally and a dark beer. So I mean, it's a
absolutely.
thing.
If you go into a growler shop or a tap house, a lot of times they will. they'll do that for you if you see something, or maybe the beer tender behind the bar, you like that? Behind the bar, has something in mind too. They might do that there. So anyhow, great question.
Yuli's working hard.
Yeah,
Yuli's on. Hey, Yuli.
Yuli, I got to give her a shout out. She helped out. She's going to be filling in today to help out with, us being here and filling in some of those positions at our place in Growler Cafe. So
thank you, Yuli.
Thanks, Yuli.
Love
thanks
you.
for tuning in. Stanley, hey, thanks for tuning in, brother. So the Imperial Rye Red, I think bourbon would be a perfect little pairing for
totally.
that. It might be a Boilermaker, huh? We'll get a little twisted later today. All right.
Before we move on real quick, you guys are notice that we're wearing some pretty killer swag from the old Stormbreaker. So I got a little flat bill Stormbreaker fitted cap. This thing is like wool and amazing. I'm taking this little baby home with me. Chris has got a trucker hat on that he customized already.
Yeah, carved it up.
So anyway, they got some cool swag here, so pick some of that up when you guys are here for sure. Brent, you must have just tuned in. We're at Stormbreaker Brewing in Portland on Mississippi Avenue, and we're here plugging the event Brewstillery. It kicks off at noon today. Live music, tons of beer, tons of booze.
Dude, what could be better? It's the weekend.
Yeah, right. Come out.
Brewstillery, come in,
sure.
dude. Have a good time.
FYI, if you're paying to get into the event, you don't like whiskey and bourbon and liquor, and you want to just drink beer, just drink beer. You don't need to have them all. You're not paying just to drink, bourbon. So just FYI.
If you like liquor,
come get ham boned.
Right, and you don't like beer, this is the place too. So they've got it all here. They've got great food. I know I ate here last night. My brother ate here last night. I can see some delicious potato chips sitting up here, chilling out. They look amazing. I might snack on a few of those. So, anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. We got one more beer for you?
Yeah, snap me the bottle real quick. I'm going to show them the label on this. So this is super cool. This hasn't even hit the taps yet. So this is they're calling it a PEB. Here's the label. If you can see it, let me try to, can we?
The glare?
Oh, no. Yeah, there it is. There's a guy drinking beer in a running suit. Anyway, I'm going to stop. It's a light hybrid ale. It stands for performance enhancing beer. So these guys run a lot. I don't know if you can see behind us. Oh, can you see them? So right up here in the corner.
Here, I'll get out of the way.
So right up here in the corner for you that are on Facebook, I think you guys can see it. Instagram, you might not be able to see it. There's jerseys up in the corner up here, but these guys do marathons and run together as a group. They wanted to come and do a beer that they could do like post-run. So the idea was to do this fun, light. It's a Kolsch yeast. So for those of you who know what Kolsch is, it's in that same ballpark as like a Pilsner, so it's going to be lighter. Very low in IBU. I think the IBU is 50 IBU. It's 5.8, so low ABV. This has got Eldorado hops. It's got Equinox hops. It's got Simcoe hops in it. So anyway, super cool. This is it.
Just came out.
Yeah.
Just released.
We popped the bottle on this.
Right. So yeah, this is we asked them like, hey, what's coming up? What's out right now? This just came out. Super clean.
So we do a chug run, which we're still trying to decide if we're going to do for our Brewfest this year. So don't get your hopes up. But if we do the chug run this year, this is a
contender.
It's a performance-enhancing beer.
So this is the beer that we had a little bit earlier. Stephanie, hey, thanks for tuning in. Hope that California is okay.
Wow.
Yeah, it's I had this earlier. It was delicious.
So John, real quick before I go on, IBU, International Bitter Unit. We should continue to go over this. We went over this on a couple episodes before. So International Bitter Unit, so it's a scale that is used across the world to explain the bitterness of the beer, basically is what it is. So that's what that IBU
There's lots of variables in that. Different hops have different bitter levels, how long they put it in there. I don't really know what the formula is, and honestly, I don't really want to know because it sounds complicated to me. But
we honestly took just for some transparency, we took IBU off of our list at our brew pub. Mainly, the reason for that was it was forcing people to pick beers because of the IBU being high. They didn't want something bitter. But it's funny about that is depending on the blend of the beer or depending on like the structure of the beer, you don't always get that bitterness. It can say 100 IBU and you can try it and it'd be less bitter than beer that comes out at 70 IBU.
I think we've had some imperial stouts in there that were way high in IBUs, but you taste an imperial stout, a dark, high alcohol beer, and it's not bitter at all. So, you know.
So anyway, we took it off. Some people are pissed off about it. I mean, in the beer world, it's an important thing. We obviously talk about it, but I think for the generality and the public that comes in, really, I think that it's better to try it and to understand your palate and what you like than to really judge it before.
Go into a place. Go into your local pub or whatever, bottle place, or not bottle place, that wouldn't work, but
brew
go
pub.
into your, growler shop, and don't be afraid to ask for samples. I mean, like, that's what they're there for, So, yeah, and hopefully there's someone behind the counter that can sort of help you direct you into the areas that you need to be in. But this is super clean. So like a pale, right? It finishes super clean. Right?
So piney in the nose, citrusy in the nose. Those 3 hops really come through. That Simcoe really comes through.
Mm-hmm. And just super clean. Like you drink it, it's gone. It doesn't linger around for too long, but it's got enough and it's not very. I mean, it's a 5.8. So it's not super sessionable. We say sessionable, that means low in alcohol, easy to drink.
So they say this on a spring, summer day, like this is all over the place. You could pound these. These are amazing. Like these would go down way too easy.
Yeah, delicious.
Really good. Performance enhancing beer. Who'd know?
Totally.
Who'd have thought?
So, where are we at? One more plug here. Brewstillery, I know we got a little glare on it, but Brewstillery, we're at Stormbreaker Brewing in Portland, Oregon, on Mississippi. Is it Boulevard or Avenue? Ave. Mississippi Avenue. All right,
There it is.
There it is.
Beach Street is closed, by the way. They corner on Beach Street. They have the street shut down. There's tents all over the place. You can't miss it. Drive down, you'll see what's happening. There'll be a ton of people out here.
Don't eat before you get here.
Yeah, for real.
Eat here. It's delicious. There's lots of other places to eat as well. If you want a donut, Blue Star's right across the street. There's a great ice cream place here as well. But it's a great little area. So stop off here, have some brews, check it out. What else? Beer About It. Like we said earlier, if you're just now tuning in, guys, we're going to shift our momentum from Growler Cafe, which is our shop that we have in Lebanon. We've been open about 2.5 years. We're going to shift that over to Beer About It. We've got sites and all that set up. YouTube channel is coming up here. So if you haven't liked those already, go on and do that. We're going to post some stuff on our pages and let people know. And we'll continue to cross-pollinate so you don't miss it. But definitely go on there and check us out. I think that's it. Well, tune in later. We're gonna. Well, I guess you want to take them for a little tour right now.
Yeah, we should. We could do that. There's not a lot going on. We can do it behind the scenes with you guys and show you a little bit.
Sure, we'll show you the fire and some of the tents and some of the people setting up, and then maybe we'll stop back. We'll be here for a little while, and once things get cracking, we'll do another live feed later. It'll post if you don't see it live.
So for those of you on Instagram, if you aren't on Facebook live feed, transfer over. We're going to close out of the feed on Instagram just so we can just carry one feed around with us. So just FYI, hop over to the Growler Cafe. We're on their feed on Facebook right now.
So is the hops? Mom ask a question here. Is the name of the hops named from the location of the hops? And I wouldn't say no necessarily.
No. It's weird that some of the hops are branded and named. Some of the hops you see coming out now are X156 or P342, which are names of rows in the hop fields that when they're growing. I mean, they get creative with some of these experimental hops.
Oregon State University in Corvallis here, real close to where I live and our shop is, they do a lot of that stuff, trying to create different hop strains and, trying to dial in the flavors of different varietals of hops. So we're extremely blessed to be in the area that we are. And
Definitely.
On top of that, we were just at another brewery earlier that had one of those hops. So great question here.
If you're just tuning in, we're at Stormbreaker, about to take you for a tour for Brewstillery 2017, 3rd annual. So stick around here right now. We'll pick you up.
Let's see, phone is going to die. Oh,
here we go.
All right,
reading.
Hey, thanks guys. We'll take you for a quick tour here. All right.
There's Instagram.
There's the shop. All right. Kind of show you here the outside garage doors. Yeah, if you guys are around a big screen TV, maybe step back for a minute. This could be a little bit jumbly, and you might get a little motion sick. So here's this.
There's a fireplace we were talking about.
Here's a sick ass fireplace.
Fireplace, benches.
So they've got a couple people back there. They're gonna be here. There's one of the owners here. It looks like they're just kind of getting set up here. They're getting everything going.
Say
There's
hi,
good
guys. Say
live.
hi.
Hey.
Say hi to everybody on Facebook. There you go.
See, these guys are already here. VIP. That's how you do it. There's still time for that.
Yeah.
So come on down, guys.
Definitely.
All right. So big old tent back here. Lots of stuff going on. All right. So you kind of see what's going on here. They're all kind of lined up. They don't have nothing to do here, so it's time.
For real.
It's time. Get here before the lines start, guys. So anyway, that's a little bit about what we're doing and beer about it. Tune into our Facebook, Snapchat,
Definitely.
Instagram, Growler Cafe. And next time you're on your way to Bend, definitely stop off in Lebanon and have a good sandwich and a nice beer here. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Like, share, all that stuff. Come down to Brewstillery, 19 breweries and distilleries here in Portland, Oregon.
Yeah, get in here, man.
Hey,
Get in
dude.
here.
Thanks a lot,
coming,
dude.
guys.
Yeah.
These guys are awesome. Check them
Hey.
out. Check us out. It's going to be a great day.
Right on, dude. Cheers. Take
Cheers.
care. Peace.
Later.